Hello everybody and welcome, it's VDan here. So glad that you can tune into another video. Sorry that it's a bit of a delayed upload. I've got a super busy day today with a big family party event going on. But I'm going to show you how to easily make 65,000 for tier 1. So this is my first attempt at it. So it won't be optimal, of course, but it's good enough for casuals. So we're going to be using Ben. Of course, Geraldo's always the better option. But for normal, you can usually get away just with using Ben. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a boomerang down in this little loop. Make sure to set it on last and change its arm of throwing. Okay, this is going to ensure that the boomer itself is always going to be just firing down like the straight lane, which can minimize the kind of possibility of getting a penalty, because at these early rounds, if you don't pop the red balloons quick enough, I suppose it'd be quite easy to get a penalty. Okay, and also I just want to say thank you so much for nearly 250 subscribers. That's absolutely insane. Please feel free to join our Discord chat. You can chat with me and Van Shika and about 30 other members as we go and discuss our strategies. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to go and start building our farm. So of course, we're doing the usual bank strategy, try and get it ready for the end of round 17. So let me reiterate, I'm sorry for some people this will be repetitive, but just to reiterate for casuals, you are going to get a 200 farm, then another 200 farm. The farm you place down first, the one that should be within a discount, if you've got monkey knowledge, you're going to upgrade that to 220, so that's a valuable bananas. Then the other farm, you're going to get to 202, you're going to upgrade in that order. Then once you have 1380 or more, sell the 202 and get a 230. That's how you get a bank super early on. It's going to allow it to accumulate a good amount of interest. With that interest, you can collect before round 30 nice and easily and invest all that money into farms. Okay, that's the whole idea behind this bank strategy. It's super efficient, so I'd recommend to do it. Now, for round 12, I always get a little bit nervous if I need to do something clever, but we don't really need to. Just worry about getting another farm down instead. Then once you see the rush of yellows at the end, I'd recommend just using Ben's ability. I did set it on first, but I don't think that was necessary at all. Sometimes I do a little micro trick where I change from last to left-hand side to first to right-hand side boomer throwing arm, but you don't really need to. Now, for this as well, I also decided let's place a submarine down, and if you place it down correctly, you can get its RNG so that it actually shoots in this loop. I mean, the submarine is an absolute beast, so whenever you can put it down, I always recommend it. It's just going to make life super easy. We can play on pretty much, double speed all throughout this and not really have to worry about a penalty because our submarine is going to help pick up any leaks super easily, and it's super cheap as well. So always recommend submarine. In any min-max strategy usually, because it makes life easy. Obviously, it's map dependent though. If it's, in a place where it's not going to do anything, then don't bother. From this, as you can see, I'm starting to upgrade my farm to 220 as soon as I can. Just keep doing it as quick as you can. Things look a little scary on 15, so I may end up using Ben's ability just when things get a bit scary for me. And yeah, just have a bit of self-awareness of when you need to use Ben's ability if you need to do it. Of course, if you're someone who's really good at microing, you can obviously just micro as much as possible as well to avoid using Ben's ability. But I would recommend just use Ben's ability, okay? We don't need to try and prove ourselves to anyone here. We're just trying to earn some money in a nice, easy way. So yeah. And so I'm a bit short on time, which is unfortunate, but I promise that for my runs, I'm going to actually push really quite hard. I've been speaking to a few top players, which has been great, and got much more of an idea of basically just how picky you need to be. If something's a bit suboptimal, you need to just basically restart from, the 20 rounds previously and try and really eke out as much as you can, which makes sense. I mean, considering I'm doing a mathematics PhD, I know all this, but sometimes I just like to do a run in one go and then, that's it done. But I think it'll be better if I partition my runs so that I do, tier 1, spend an hour doing tier 1, then have a couple hours break, do some work, do some guitar, do some gym stuff, whatever, and then come back to it. I think that's always the healthiest way to play it, especially if you're going for a good time. Now, for 22, I did upgrade the boomer to a 102. I got improved ranks as well. A bit earlier on. Just basically, when you think things are getting a bit overwhelming, first thing to do, just get improved ranks. When they start getting really bad, then you can get red hot ranks, okay? That's always my little philosophy. And obviously, we don't want to micro as much as possible. For 24, make sure you do have camo on the dart, because if it gets through, you will have a big penalty, of course. And then, as you can see, the goal is always by end of round 27, you need at least 200 farms down as well. So it doesn't really matter how you get there, but you need a bank and 200 farms down and ready at the end of round 27 for your farming to have been worthwhile, in my opinion. That shows that your farming's worked out good, and you should be in a great position to earn way over 60,000, okay? So for 27, I did actually, just to be super safe, and I couldn't be bothered to micro because time's of the essence right now, I actually upgraded the boomer, so now it's 202. Now it's going to shred. We also have our 200 farms down. Everything's going just as we want. On 28, when you see the leads, use the ability. Now you can collect from the bank. You could even collect from around earlier as well. I think some people think that's more optimal as well. And then get a discount village, start upgrading farms in range to get marketplaces, then build another one and go for a 024 on this other one. Just spam it as soon as you can to get it upgraded. Once you've got it to 024, then sell the discount village and start working on another one. Okay, so we're going to keep building marketplaces until probably 31-ish, and then we're going to start saving up for a balloon trap. You need to make sure that you can afford a balloon trap straight after 33. Now, I do something terrible in this when I was looking back at the run, and I didn't... Oh, well, I'll explain it when we get there. But it was just me, obviously, in a bit of time constraints, just rushing it. So as you can see, now we have now we have our farm upgraded, so we have 4 marketplaces down, which is really good. I'm going to upgrade my dart to 032 so it can handle 33 super easily, and then we're just going to basically save and hope when we sell everything that we can afford a balloon trap, a 014, okay? And I'm a tiny bit short on the extended range, and I forget, I can just sell the submarine, and I completely forget, and that would have got it. So basically, I lost a bit of money here due to the fact that I didn't target the balloon trap in the right position because I didn't have the upgrade for it. In an ideal run, you would restart this, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to be absolutely fine. We've probably just lost 100 or 200, and I'm not going to restart that just because it's for casuals. So yeah, do make sure that you can afford a 014 balloon trap. If you can't and you're quite far off it, just restart, okay? And remember, as soon as you have any issues with your balloon trap micro, you can always exit and just try and get the timings right. And then this is pretty much all we need to do. We're going to build one more marketplace, of course, and then it's just going to be a case of getting a favoured trades and then also just defending with the balloon trap and favoured trades. If you encounter some issues with some camo balloons on 37, you can always just get a 000 ninja down. Did I say enough zeros then, or did I say one more? 000. Yeah, that's right. A 000 ninja down, just to help for 37. I would recommend that, just so we don't get any penalty. Because if you're relying purely on the favoured trades, you could maybe get a penalty. So as you can see, now I'm starting to get a favoured trades down, and I'm trying to put it in a location where it's going to encompass pretty much every single balloon, every single farm, sorry. So I think just as far right as you can, and when we obviously upgrade the bottom path, it gets a super long range and everything's good. I would, in hindsight, restart here because the balloon trap timed at the wrong time. So you can kind of see how you can make it more optimal, but I promise this is absolutely fine. We're going to be in a great position. This boss offers so much for farming, so it's going to be super interesting when I actually push a run, which I'll start doing tomorrow. So thanks for all the support, guys. Feel free to join the Discord, and I'll see you guys soon.